Welcome. Big up to each and everyone watching. It's your boy MarkN MUFCFAN, and you know what it is. It's the Watchalong Manchester United live as we get ready to kick off at the Old Trafford as we take on Fulham. It's the 1st of February, folks, Sunday, and of course, an early match day, 2 p.m. there for those of you watching in the UK. Kickoff 3 p.m. if you're watching CET like your boy MarkN. Here's the starting lineup. It gets really interesting, folks, as you can see. Let's check it out. Let's see what's happening here. Saint Lament starts in goal. That's pretty interesting, folks. That's now I need to adjust my camera settings because it looks like the lineup's not fitting. But let's see how it goes, folks. You know what to do. So, guys, Saint Lament is in goal. And of course, you know, the likes of Luke Shaw coming back into the team at the left back position, hopefully to provide a very good performance. He's going to have a big task against Chukwueze tonight. Martinez there with Maguire, a partnership that looked pretty strong, very secure and solid in the last 2 games. Of course, Diego Dallo is the right back today. He would have Smith Rowe to deal with, which is going to be interesting to see that battle as well. Kobe Manu and Casemiro, that midfield pivot, a third time. Is it a charm? Let's see how it goes, folks. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. Of course, up front, we got Cunha coming into the starting 11, replacing the injured Dogu on the left wing. Bruno Fernandes starts in the center of the park, and of course, Amad Diallo off the right. And Bumo is the striker today. Again, 2 goals in 2 games. Is it going to be 3? Well, we're hoping so, guys, because we got Fulham to contend with, who has Leno in goal, Castagna on the right back, Captain Anderson partners Quensa, and of course Robinson is coming off the left. He will be getting himself forward. Of course, there's Sander Berger, who pivots with Iwobi, and of course Harry Wilson in the center of the pitch. Will he be their talisman again? Chukwueze's on the right, Jimenez starts up front, and of course Smith Rowe on the left. And as my boy Balitech has been saying before, they are the team that are 3rd in the form table. Will be interesting to see our performance. Shout out to Irish Pit Terrier in the building. Big up to Frankie Glory Sesko, Man United in the building. Big up to you, broski. Hope you're well. Hope you guys are ready. It's going to be an interesting game today. I expect Man United to come in with a win. Of course, we know a lot of people are nervous about the performance, thinking possibly, Man United, can we do it? Can we get the job done? Of course, well, we're going to be here to look forward to see what the boys do. Will they be getting themselves an open performance? Will we turn Fulham over? Will it be a struggle? Well, the first 45 minutes are going to tell us all about what the second half has have in store. Guys, it's going to be an interesting one. Frankie says 4-1, Man United all the way. Glory, Manchester United. And of course, I'm going to give my prediction as well. I think Man United have shown that it can come with some consistent performances. Of course, Man United has not shown that consistency for a while now, but in the last 2 games, it has been a hearty performance. We've been seeing an average 7 out of 10 from every single player across, from the attack to midfield to defense. We've been very strong, very solid in defense, and very clinical going forward. So I would say Man United poses a big threat to Fulham today, especially being at Old Trafford tonight. It's going to be an interesting match, and I would say 3-1 to Man United, maybe 4. It could get very interesting. Frankie, I think we're on the same wavelength. I think it's going to be a Manchester United team brimming with confidence in front of the home fans, ready to perform and deliver what we expect to see. 3 points and a victory. And of course, where would we be with that 3 points? Back into 4th spot. Pressure on the teams above and below, because the table has begun to separate themselves. And in the next 3 games, we could find ourselves secured in 4th or trying to play catch up in 5th. What is it going to be? It's certainly going to have to be laid out on the line today as we welcome Fulham, a team that has been performing really well. So, guys, it's not going to be an easy job, but hopefully Manchester United is up to the task and is ready to deliver big for the fans. I don't know what your thoughts are, guys, but it's going to be very interesting to see how we deploy Cunha today. Is he going to be coming inside and shooting? Is he going to be keeping the width like Dogu has done in the past few weeks? I'm hoping to see something interesting. Of course, My friend Drex has said that he's worried about playing the three of Bruno and Bumo and Cunha at the same time. But let's see if the manager can prove him wrong. I mean, it will be interesting to see. I was hoping Sesko might have come into the team and Bumo might have gone out to the left, but it looks like the manager had other thoughts and not that. It's going to be interesting, and any way you take it, our bench looks pretty interesting as well. So it leaves a lot of food for thought, guys. And not only that, but it gives us some hope because there is options to change things coming off the bench in this game. It's not like Man United only has youngsters on the bench. There is quite a few bit of names and talent. And it's going to be interesting because if you look at our bench, we have the likes of Eden Heaven, Lenny Euro, Nusa Mazarawi, Terrell Malacia, Manuel Ugarte, Benjamin Sesko, Joshua Zirkzee, and Shea Lacey. Matthias De Ligt is still injured. Patrick Dorgu will not return until April. It's going to be a miss. And of course, for Fulham, they have Lecomte on the bench, Bassi, Tete, Sessegnon, Harrison Reed, Joshua King, Tom Kearney, Kasu Arere, and Kevin as well on their bench. Oscar Bob has injured, will be out until the end of February. Same with Sasa Luskic and Rodrigo Muniz. Guys, it's going to be an interesting match today. And of course, we hope Manchester United will certainly take advantage of all opportunities as we are the home team and secure a victory today. We want to see 3 points. It's going to be a big one. And I think a lot of fans will be more comfortable if Man United does show a quality performance and gets 3 points today. I think a lot of fans will be more confident in this team going forward if that is to be the case. Well, I hope that is to be the case as well because, you know, as a Manchester United fan, you want to see consistency. You want to see good results. You want to see good performances. And now it's a matter of continuance and consistent and keeping it up despite playing big teams, despite playing the weaker teams, getting that performance regardless of whoever is in front of you and convincingly winning so that the fans get behind you. I think that's where we are and where we need to be. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Of course, no one can actually predict the result, but we're going for a win because United has shown some strong performances back-to-back. Is it going to be a third win in a row for Michael Carrick? Well, it's for Man United. We certainly hope so, guys. And the players are getting ready. They're warming up. They're getting themselves in the tunnel, having their discussions. Guys, don't forget to smash a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have the time, please smash the retweet, share it along. Help the channel grow. Road to 2K is here. Will we get there? I can't do it without you folks. Thank you for smashing the likes and thank you for coming in. Let me know your thoughts. Jack Reacher is in the building, brother. How you're doing? What are your thoughts today? What is it? What is your score prediction? Get in, Jack. Let me know. Irish Pit Terrier, where's your prediction, my brother? What are you saying, homie? How do you feel and who do you think is going to show up big for Manchester United today, my bro? Who is your man of the match or pre-game man of the match? Guys, let us know in the chat. Let's know what you're thinking. What is your score predictions? Who do you think is the big danger man? Of course, we heard a lot about Harvey Wilson's exploits in the last few games for Fulham. Match winner, big performance, What will it be today, guys? Are we going to shut him down? Is Kobe Mainoo going to lock him down? Is Martinez going to keep him in his pocket? What's going to happen? Well, we're looking forward to seeing the case. Sander Berge is back against Man United after being denied his opportunity to move to the club. Will he have a big performance? Oh, Jack Reacher is saying no, it's going to be a 3-0 for Manchester United. Irish Pit Terrier says, I don't trust these players. 2-2 for me. Desmond is in the building, says Irish Pit Terrier. Well, Irish, I think it's going to be something like a 3 for Man United. We're going to win. You know what I mean? Maybe not by nil. I think, you know, Fulham being the third highest rated team in the form bracket right now, they will present a test. So I expect them to probably get a goal in this game. But I expect Man United to score multiple goals in this game, Irish. So it will be interesting to see. We'll see who gets their prediction. It will be interesting, my bro. Of course, you know, we all hope for Man United victory because we are all Man United fans. So whether we trust the players or not, it's still deep down, we're hoping to get a good result. And I think a win today certainly cements that confidence and chemistry that has been growing in the last 2 games. And if we can get a win, it pushes us over another hurdle. You know, it took us a year to get 3 back-to-back wins before, and now we're again on the verge of this. It could get interesting. So looking forward to it. It's about to be ready. The players are already out on the pitch, guys. You know what I mean? Well, they're not on the pitch yet, but they're already in the tunnel. I saw some clips of them gathering. I don't know if their full squad has gathered already, but of course, preparations to walk out on that pitch is being made. You know how it goes, guys. It's the countdown. 12 minutes till kickoff. Your boy MarkN is here. Come in, join us. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new. Let us know in the comments what you think about today. Who is your key players for Manchester United? Who are your key danger men for Fulham? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Big up to Milko in the building. Yeah, bro, we definitely need 3 points today. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there, guys. You know what I mean? Jack says Arsenal win 4 against Leeds. 2 opening goals come from corners. Leeds GK weak on crosses, so Leeds were kaput. Of course, that happens. You know what I mean? It was something like that for us in the last couple of seasons. Interestingly enough, we were suffering from set pieces. It wasn't at all an interesting performance or interesting reality for Man United. Of course, you know, we could always do better. We always expect a much better performance from our boys. I mean, it wasn't to be, but we need to, you know, find a way to get back to that point. And of course, when we say this, guys, you know, at the end of the day, Manchester United fans, we demand the highest level of performances from our players. We're not going to sit back and, you know, take the little bit that they're trying to give us. We always want their very, very best, nothing less. And, well, we'll see today, right? Because everyone says it's easier to get up for Man City. Everyone says it's easier to get up for the likes of an Arsenal, but, you know, it's the games against mid-table Fulham. It's the games of the likes of a Bournemouth. These games are difficult for Man United players to get themselves in the same sort of vicious, you know, confidence and on courage that they play against the bigger clubs. So let's see what they have to offer today, guys. I certainly expect them to come out and win. Big up Ricky Red says a 3-0 win today, maybe more. Ricky, bro, tell me about that. What do you think? How are you feeling there? It's certain confidence, broski. I mean, I have some of that confidence. I predicted a 3-1, but you said a 3-0. That's a strong, strong, strong result, broski. You know what I mean? Different type of pressure on us today. We're expected to win 100%, Rick. You know, we are expected to win. Maybe these guys go out and show a big performance. I mean, you know, Cunha coming into the starting 11, a lot of people might not say it, but maybe it certainly presents a certain test for him as well. Or, you know, maybe that confidence booster that, hey, I could come in and make an early impact for Manchester United. You know what I mean? I mean, Mbumo up front again, 2 goals on the bounce in the striking role. Will there be a third for him in this game? So it's a lot of interesting dynamics to the start of this game, Ricky. And I mean, bro, I can't help but be as excited as you are in a way, because it's been a long time. You know, we go into a game at home and you feel like, yeah, we certainly have that winning possibility. It's not going to be a struggle, you know, unless we do some crazy things, we may not get the 3 points. But today should be routine. Man United 3, and of course, maybe 0 or 1 for Fulham. My prediction is 3-1. You know what I mean? I see some guys, I see you saying 3-0 here. 3-1, 4-1 coming in from Frankie earlier on. Sesko says as well. Jack Reacher says 3-0 as well. It could be interesting. It could be interesting. However, let's see the performance from the guys today. I expect a good one. Now, with this starting 11, guys, I think Bruno will certainly be key for us today. They will certainly try their best to keep him as far from everyone else as possible and block off all his passing lanes. But, you know, Bruno, he finds a way. Of course, I expect Ahmad, most importantly, I'm expecting Ahmad to show up big today. I would like for him to get our opening goal. You know, he's shown some very, very interesting performances since coming back from AFCON. And I really would like to see him get a reward for those performances. You know, a big goal would definitely, certainly, you know, put some pep in his step, give him something to smile about. And I think that's just what we want for our players today. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he can achieve today in this game. can't be treating Fulham as an easy win. 100%, my bro. 100%. It's not one of those things where we can relax. We need to take the game to them from early and try and kill that game off with the same regard early. You know what I mean? Maybe 2-3 in the first half, put them firmly square on the back foot. You know what I mean? And then let's see this shit out. But we all know what United has done in the past. But let's try to think about it as more of what can this United under Carrick do now and show us differently. Maybe they show us a different foot forward. And of course, some players might have been there from before and some players have been here for a long time. But we have to move on sometime. You know, the mistakes of the past are always going to be the mistakes of the past, and it's how we go forward is how things change. So I try to look at that now, guys. I try to keep a positive, outlook on things. It wasn't really the nicest thing being so negative, but it happens. You know what I mean? Ricky says, can be, yeah. This is the best Fulham side in years. We should still have too much for them, though, says Ricky. I mean, of course, I can't disagree with that, Ricky, because they are, as I said, the third best team in terms of form on the table currently. They've gotten a lot of points in their last 8 games. They've only really lost 1 game. And to be honest, that's very good. They've had a good bit of draws and wins. I think it was 4 draws, 4 wins, 4 draws, 3 wins, 1 loss, something like that. That's a pretty interesting tally for 8 games. You know what I mean? And it's not against like really weak teams or anything like that. So it's one of those things, guys, where it could be interesting, but Man United need to do their job. And as long as we do our job, guys, I feel like the result is in our hands. You know what I mean? We did our job against City. The result was in our hands. The ref saved them from a 5-0. We still scored 2. You know what I mean? The Arsenal did their best, but they weren't able to keep up with us, and they weren't really able to pressure our defense as they should have. So that's another positive that I would take going into this match. Big up to Ricky. Says he's off to watch the game. Take it easy and come on, United. Big up to you, my bro. I'll catch you later. But you know what I mean? Let's get ready for these guys walking out on the pitch, folks. And it's going to get very, very interesting in here. Of course, we are looking for a victory and to get 3 points, because guess what, folks? We need 3 points. You know what I mean? I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I can't wait for kickoff. I can't wait to see what the boys are going to put on display for us today. Hopefully a big, big home win to take us into the weekend, the rest of the weekend. Easy start into the week. Enjoying a hearty performance courtesy of our boys in red and black. Ooh, they're about to walk out on the pitch, folks. Ja. What's going on with this game? Waiting for kickoff is like 1,000 years, folks. 1,000 years sometimes. Guys, if you've missed it, the starting lineup is right there on the screen. Don't forget, you know what I mean? Take it in. Let us know what you think about the starting lineup. I like to see the consistency of the starting positions exceptionally, and also when they have played, the players have made good performances back to back, maintaining their position. I think that's how it should work. And yeah, it's interesting to see. You know what I mean? There's no Europe, so we don't have to rotate that much. Is what it is. But we just gotta win our games in the Prem. You know what I mean, folks? It's just one of those ones right there. As we wait for this game to get underway. It can't get any more interesting than that, folks. Let's go, Man United. Boom, boom. It's gonna be a big game today, folks. And we're expecting a big victory. I don't know about you, but I'm expecting a top result from the lads today. Can't lie. So let's go, folks. Hayden says no excuses. We need to win. Just check Good Vibe John search and rescue on the border. Oh man, this guy. Premier League live, folks. And the game has been kicked off, folks. Ball in. Folks, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? The game has been underway. How do we look? Let's go. We are home. Of course, take us home. Okay. Man United back on the ball. Guaya, Martinez. Fulham unbeaten. Their record against Man United isn't very good. But, it could be interesting. Obviously. Fulham making lots of passes. They don't look like they'll be in any rush right now today. But, of course, Man United, team, big team. Menu. Menu Saman. Fingers crossed. Big up. Fulham certainly seen a lot of the ball, most of the possession inside of their own half, folks. But you know how it goes. These things don't make that much of a difference. You do the possession in attack that makes all the difference. Joachim Anderson with a shot high wide and not at all handsome there. United defending very decent. You know what I mean? First sort of chance created for Fulham in a way. Half chance for that, maybe a third of it. Really interesting times. Interesting times, folks. As you know, Suarez would love to get one over at Man United. One of those managers tipped for the job as the permanent manager of Man United. Wouldn't he like to audition with a win against United? Menu. Menu finds Ahmad. Well saved there. Oh, denying, denying Ahmad. Ahmad could have done a bit better there, but good strike. I want to see him get a goal today, so it's good to see him taking it on early. Intercepted there, or given all the way back to Man United immediately. certainly offside there, folks. I don't know what people were frightened about, but he certainly ran all the way offside there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I did mention that you were saying that all the time, my brother. I mean, certainly had a decent strike there, but he could have done better, maybe a little bit more to the looking for the bin. You know what I mean? Boomo now down the left-hand side. Luke Shaw. Bruno. Back to Casemiro. Casemiro finding Luke Shaw again. Harry Maguire, the big man. Harry in the building. Casemiro now finding Bruno Fernandes. Bruno into Ahmad. Ahmad leaving his man in the lurch. Could it be 1-0? Corner to Man United. Corner to Manchester United, folks. Ahmad certainly looking full of confidence, folks. Full of confidence. Will this be 1-0? Could Man United take the lead somehow, some way? Come on, folks. An early lead. Get the fans on their feet. And Boomer with a corner from the left. Swung in. Harry Maguire. Oh, well saved there. Harry putting it down, but you know, Leno able to get down to it. Oh, with a break, but ball given right back to the feet of Amad Diallo. Diallo now with it there. United certainly very alert. Oh, Mbumo, penalty, penalty referee. Oh, the man pushed down Bruno. The man foot. Nah, that is a pen, ref. That is a pen. How is that not a penalty? Folks. Folks. That is not a pen on Mbumo. Nah. VAR is cooked. VAR is cooked. How is that not a pen? The man literally take the man down without the ball. If that was Man United, that would have been a certain pen. What the hell am I seeing here today? No pen, folks. Well won there by Amad Diallo. Cleared up field now. They said, VAR said there was a slip by Brian Mbumo. A slip. A slip. Jesus Christ. Need to get my cake. I don't know, folks. I don't know. But that should be a penalty. That's 100% a pen. There's no ifs, ands there with that not being a pen. bro. Hmm. Madness. Hmm. Bro. Robbing blatantly there. That's robbery without a gun. Blatant robbery. Hmm. Well saved there by Lemons. Hmm. Trying to. I'm supposed to be offside as well, but they're not going to tell them. Brother, what I going to tell you, bro? They're robbing we like dogs. They're rob we. Hmm. Wild. Well cleared. Bro, I tell all them and them United has so much to do, bro. Come on, Ahmad. Oh, hard luck, hard luck. Good coming out there still. Fantastic for real. That what that hand, that reaction there to slap that way. Killer. Over the top for him, Booms. And Boomo. Ahmad. It went out, referee. Oh, well tackled there by Kobe Manu, bro. Big tackle from Kobe. Well blocked. Man United. Well defended there. Woo! Whoa, fellas showing hunger there, boy. Hey, fellas, we look good there. We look good there. That's a good momental recovery, the tackling and getting ourselves out of that position there quickly and cleanly. Make it look easy there. Kobe make a tackle there and see, bruh. Kobe look good. Probably. Referee said clean challenge from Kobe. PR said even cleaner. I'm at now. Ooh. Come on. Maintaining possession. Good. But, I mean, we've seen composed performances here right now, fellas. And I feel like we're going to score. I don't know why. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we're going to score. Cunha. Cunha. Penalty. Penalty. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't robbery. Don't robbery. It was coming. It was coming, fellas. It was coming. It was coming, fellas. It was coming. VAR. Menu playing like prime SCN. Cunha dribbling in there like a beast. He dragging him down in the box, ref. Now that foul, ref. He let go of the shirt, but he was dragging him back. The shirt was pulling all this kind of look on and look on. Look how long they're taking for the first one was a pen, guaranteed. I would just give the penalty just for that sake because I was wrong the first time. Just give it. Pen. Just give it. We owe a pen. Just give the pen. Give the pen. Nah, boy. Real tarty business. The first one was more pen too, you know, fellas. I'm telling all you, I don't understand. They're robbing really without a gun. But still, you take that. This goal here, first goal, opening goal for Manchester United to come. Who you guys think gonna score the opening goal, folks? Yeah, bro, 100%. But tell you that, Jackie. Yes, man, Cassie. 1-0. 1-0 to the Red Devils. 1-0 to the Red Devils. Premier League goal number 5 for Cassie this season, fellas. What I say? I tell all the goal coming, I'm feeling it. I felt it. The delivery was first world class, you know. World class free kick there from Bruno, you know. World class delivery there. Bruno put that on the man, nothing. He put that on the not Mac. Cassie just get above there like, oh, Jackie. Yahoo! Jackie in the building. I tell all them and them I wasn't too scared about today. United looking strong. We ain't looked so in a long time, fellas. You know what I mean? Still a lot to do. Still more to work on for you to get that build up that confidence. But yeah, we looking strong, fellas. Guys, I feel Michael Carrick talk to these fellas a lot about not letting these decisions affect your mode of playing. And it's wild. You know what I mean? This is what is the kind of management. I mean, not to per se, but if it is at all, what he's saying to them affecting this. This is the way to impact these brothers when they make mistakes. Talk to them about how they deal with it, as opposed to anything else. Come on, fellas. Well won back here. Good tracking back there by Cassie. Goal scorer. Oh, receives a foul push down there. Come on. Come on now, referee. Don't try to cheat. You know what I mean? I line telling you, bro. We looking good, fellas. We looking good. This is how you want to be looking. Come on, Casemiro. Ahmad on the attack. Bruno there. Oh, ball comes in. Cleared. Man United win the ball again. Bruno there. Finds Ahmad. Kobe. Kasse. Cunha. Ahmad. Casemiro. Bruno. Luke Shaw. Oh, poor cross there from Luke Shaw. Poor play from Luke Shaw there, guys. Ahmad and Bruno doing a number on Sanderberger, boy. Sanderberger probably wishing he was never a burger, you know. Beef is on the menu. Bad jokes all day. Yo, Dallo. Martinez all the way to Luke Shaw. Let's see if he can do something better. Could he bring goal number 2? Cunha, a little bit tough on the touch there. Hustling players there. Energy we seeing from these United players now. Casemiro. Smith Rowe looking to run away from him now. Dallo is there. Well saved. Defected off Dallo there, but well saved. Never threatening. Chukwueze always snatching at it. Ahmad, Kobe. Luke Shaw. Lukey Shaw is on the ball. Not expecting too much Shaw. Just get it out and get it to the next player. Come on. Ball played now. Harry, Big Maguire. Kasse dumps it over. Looking for Mbumo, but finding Leno. And if the game was to end now, Man United would be in 4th. You know what I mean? Lots of fans and rivals will not be liking the sound of that, folks. But we don't care. You know what I mean? We are fair. You know what I'm saying, folks? Fulham looking for some opening. Man United doing very well to press and mark in between the channels, keeping Fulham unable to find their rhythm. Jimenez pounced upon by 2 players there, not at all being allowed to settle on the ball and find his own individual rhythm as well. Good performance. Good tactic as well. Ahmad, Diallo, Dalot, Chukwueze, throw into Manchester United. You know what I mean? The players look a little bit more relaxed now, fellas. A lot more composed. They look like, you know, they could handle anything that we throw at them right now. You know, it's wild. It's wild. It's wild. Ball over the top, looking for Bruno. Defended there. Sanderberger trying to drive through the midfield. Finding Chukwueze. Chukwueze looking for that ball wide. Dalot, well defended, well won there. Finding Bruno. Bruno fouled there. What? Is rugby going on here? Or? Bro, Sanderberger is real shit. I can't lie. Anybody who rated Sanderberger, well, they rate a shit snake. Martinez comes out, finds Mpumo. Mpumo tries to put it across, blocked there by the Fulham player. Do we smell a goal number 2, folks? Do you smell on the goal number 2, folks? Throwing goes backwards. Dalot calling for a ball. Menu drives forward a little bit now. Finds Mpumo. Mpumo back to Menu. Menu slows it down. Looks for Bruno. Bruno! Oh, so close. The wavelengths are matching up between players, folks. A little bit less on that ball, and it could have been dropping to Bruno. Who knows? Close, but no cigar. Casemiro, well played, well delivering. Man United spreading the ball around the pitch, finding Mpumo. Cunha. Come on, United. We're defending well, folks. We're looking good, controlled. I think we're looking far and the better team in the game so far. You know what I mean? Fulham are doing well. They are the team in form, one of the top teams in form in the league right now. And, you know, I think we're comfortably ahead right now. We should be ahead by maybe 2 goals. Mpumo! Mpumo! Clearance there, corner again for Man United. Will this be goal number 2? Man United certainly asking questions. Are we going to ask the right questions again? I don't know. Let's see. I could, you know what I mean? Mpumo now with the corner. Ball comes in. Oh! Bruno Fernandes on it though. Back heel there. Wasn't red. Ball comes across. Dalot now plays it all the way back for Saint Lamens. Harry Wilson chasing back. Keep ball played between the back three. Interesting. Cuenca is a tall guy. Ahmad. Go on, bro. Go on, Ahmad. Bruno swings it out all the way to Cunha. Cunha has Luke Shaw for company as they go in. He chooses Bruno. Bruno tries to leave it off, but Cunha doesn't read it. Tough pass, tough luck there. Bruno with that leave alone. Cunha. Ah, bro, you should have read it. Clearance there. Corner to Fulham. Throw into Fulham. What are you guys' thoughts about Anthony Robinson? Would you take him at Man United, folks? If Ahmad had gotten his head to that, could have been an interesting thinger. Man United defending well there to deny Fulham. Foul by Fulham's Harry Wilson there on Harry Maguire. Free kick to Manchester United. Cools the pressure, relaxes, allows Man United to get them a deep breath, get themselves back into formation and take their time to resume the game. Sanderberg are following this man whole game, bro. Yeah, we do need a second goal, bro. We need it, and it might come now. You never know. It might come after this. Einline Fulham real fouling. It's like, let's play rugby. Or a little bit of Aussie rules, guys. A little bit of Aussie rules doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think this is goal number 2. Folks, it's about to be 2-0 Man United. Offside when? Who was offside? Eh? Wild. You know, we actually won that ball there. It came off UOB and they get Fulham Detroit. That's wild. Oh man, these refs are so lame sometimes. Yeah. Well saved there, shot from distance. He got some power behind that. Did Iwobi. Did he done? But well saved there. Hmm. Uh, Goal kick, United. Gotta be a yellow card, referee. That has to be a yellow card. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, referee. You're starting to function like you're working. Slight tug on the shoulder. Where some people say the kind of things about slight tug on the shoulder. The man's tugging me like if it's we feel it is. Huh? Man, I'm moving mad. Yes. I don't know. I feel some of these brothers is just be mad. Yeah. It's just be heated. It's just be heating. Come on, United winning. I don't understand. Come on, guys. Another one goal before the half. Let me go up to 2-0. And them have no clue. You know what I mean? No doubt about how much more we need that one more goal. We need it. We need it. We need it. We need to get our next goal, separate ourselves so we can relax. Man United comfortably leading 1-0 at 1-0 as we look towards the halftime, folks. Interesting times. Come on, United. Let's get that second goal before the half. Definitely need to get that goal before the half. And United maintain possession with a throw in. You're crazy. You know, you're brave there, bro, but they're going against Harry, the old McGueezies now. And Marks don't play. Marks don't play is a serious business time. Emil Smith Rowe. Interesting. You know what I mean? Very little signs from Menu for defensive defender. It is good. Yeah. Bruno keeps it alive. Dallo, Ahmad, goal number 2. Is it? It's corner to Man United. I thought Ahmad was gonna slap that into the top bins. If he had slapped that with his left foot, I feel it might have been goal, no fellas. It should have been a left strike. I just felt like he had to go with his left there. Ah, interesting performance. Boom with the corner. Oh, Harry Maguire not on target, and that will be the last roll of the dice for the first half. It's 1-0 Man United at home versus Fulham. And I would say to you, Man United deserve to be at least 2 goals to the good. We are the better team so far in this game. What are your thoughts so far, guys, in this first half? Let us know how you're thinking, how you're feeling. Very, very interesting performance, guys. Very, very interesting performance. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but maybe I'll drop the link so you guys can have your say as well. I think it will get pretty interesting. Let's see. Casemiro, good performance, deservedly lead with the goal. Kobe Mainu certainly showing a lot of energy in the midfield. I guess I'll drop the link in the chat, guys, if you want to come in and have your say about the performance. Of course, you know, when the game restarts, you know, we have to keep it. But yeah. If you guys want to come in and have your say, let's hear what your thoughts are on the first time performance. I think for the most part, you know, Man United better team. We should have had a penalty on the first try with Mbumo. Wasn't given. But then on a second foul, we got a free kick. Could have been a penalty, but it wasn't ruled to be a free kick outside the box. And Man United making that free kick into a goal, certainly carrying us forward. Interesting. I can't. Yeah, guys. You know what I mean? It's interesting. It's vibes all the way. Good performance. You know, defensively solid. Very good going forward. Ahmad could have scored that opening strike. Unfortunately for him, he wasn't able to put it away. But certainly showing excitement and promise in the game as all our attacking players and you know what I mean? And Bumo's a threat. Bruno's constantly creating. It's unlucky that Matthias Cunha hasn't made a bigger impact in the game, but he's certainly playing well. Have to say it, you know what I mean? You know, but United is looking very good, guys. We're looking very good. You know what I mean? The United certainly performing well. Ooh, Stone Roses. Sorry, guys, I can't help but look at the Stone Roses in this current moment. Big up to Bali Tech coming in. Hold on. Yeah, bro. What's good, homie?
Oh, what's good? Yeah, decent first half. Without too much going on. We've had a couple of chances, couple of decent ones. A strike from couple of strikes from Ahmad that have been saved quite well. There was the save from the Harry Maguire header. Obviously, they couldn't keep Casemiro's effort out of the back of the net. Another assist for Bruno, another goal for Casemiro. And so far, we've, I would say, been in charge of the majority of this first half. We haven't been in charge of it all, but I would say we've dominated most of the first
100%.
half without being spectacular in a way. I feel like we need to score again to kill the game, because we don't want a situation where we've left it at 1-0 for so long and then Fulham come and give us a last minute dagger. So as long as we're 2 clear goals up, I feel that Fulham might get desperate and commit more bodies forward and start opening up, so Man United can go forward and do their thing, the type of thing that we was doing against the likes of a Man City and against the likes of an Arsenal, capitalise on the lack of bodies at the back and hopefully score even more goals than we've already scored so far. And then maybe we can end this game with another 2 to 3 more goals. So long as we score the second goal and put them in real trouble. So yeah, get the second goal, guys. Come out in earlier the second half, get the second goal. I would expect Silva to start throwing bodies forward, and then from there we could capitalise on the spaces being left at the back.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see how. It would be very interesting to see how we approach the second half, bro. Because we've been comfortable in the first half. We've been playing well. And to be fair, if you look at it from all perspectives, we are the better team in the game. I know that is relative and depending on the moment and how everybody want to look at it. But when they look at how Man United has performed from forward to back, we've been showing very good performances, confidence. You can't really say that we look shaky in this moment or shaky in that moment in the game. We took our chances when we got them. We creating chances, we defensively solid. And I hope that in the second half we come out and maybe we maintain the defensive solidity that we have, but show something slightly different, because maybe they'll be expecting to play us the same way that we played in the first half, and maybe we do something different and catch them off guard, get an early second goal, maybe instead of playing the ball through the wings, go over the top in our off moment, whatever they do. But I like the way we look. I think we present a lot more dynamism going forward. And in totally, I think we're doing very well in terms of managing to put teams under pressure and keep them from being settled. I know you think about that one, but I think we kept Fulham from getting into a rhythm in this first half.
Yeah, I suppose so. They had a few spells here or there, but it's nothing that really alarmed me. Other than that, Lemens has been comfortable. I believe he's made maybe one save from the corner. I think they had a corner, and I think one of the ball got flicked on in the last moment, which was directed towards goal with a flick from one of their players. And he made a very well-timed diving save. Now, had that had gone in, I wouldn't have been like, oh my God, the keeper should have saved that. So that's how good that save was, in my opinion, because he didn't have enough time to think when that ball got flicked on from from the position it got flicked on. So I respect that save. That save was a very, very good save. We should have had a penalty. The referee, I don't know what he was thinking. That foul on Mbeumo was a blatant penalty. He'd been brought down. There was no tackle on the ball. There was nothing. The player just dragged to the ground from behind. The guy's leg, when he was sliding in, he went through the player, took out his leg, dragged him down at the same time. It couldn't have been any more than a foul. Then I don't know. Like a blind man could see that was a foul. Do you get what I'm saying? So
It
I
should have
don't
been a red
understand.
card.
Yeah, I don't
It should
understand
have
what the
been a red
referee
card.
was.
Last player or challenge. I mean, it would have been the first 3 minutes of the game, but still, I think that was all wrong. The challenge was wrong. Everything was wrong about that challenge. I don't see how it even wasn't checked. It was the fastest check to say, well, nah, nothing in that. No replay, nothing. And fair enough, they did a check and they got it right for the second instance where the referee did point to the spot. But that first foul, I think that was the penalty. The second time was more like, I think it was more like a hope. We hope it was a penalty, but we know it was a foul somewhere either outside the box or in the box.
Yeah, so second penalty, the second penalty shot was the foul started outside of the box. The one inside the box, personally, was more of a good tackle. So if we're gonna pull it back for where the foul originally took place, because he was stopping Cunha from running past him, because Cunha ran past him, but he had his shirt in his hand, and then he started to slow the player down. So that's where the foul starts. So if you're gonna take where the foul started, cool, outside the box, I'll take that all day. But the first one was diabolical. Blatant pen. You kick through the player, you dragged him down whilst kicking through him, didn't get nothing of the ball. And if that's not a foul, then the referee needs to go back on training courses. And the fact that they've supposedly checked it and saw that, oh yeah, well, that's a good decision from the ref. It's like, hold on. Why didn't you ask him to look at the monitor and just see for himself whether that was a foul or not? So from my perspective, they robbed us on that one. Currently, the game should be at least 2-0 minimum. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, if we draw this game, I'm not going to be here complaining about the referee's performance. I'm going to be here saying that these things happen in matches and we didn't wrap up the game. We had a whole half plus extra time and we didn't wrap up the game. So it's up to these, man. Do you know? Do you want to let what happened last time against Fulham be the case? Because I think we was beating Fulham the last time. And then Fulham came back towards the end of the game, and then towards, because I think in the second half they outplayed us. I think we end up drawing the game, and then they said that they gave an interview saying that we're easy to play against. So because of that, we're supposed to take our revenge now by making sure we put this game out of sight, so there will be no comebacks. And then hopefully when they ask our players, oh yeah, how did you find yourself in the game? Yeah, we were comfortable. You know, Fulham are easy to play against. We can now drop one of them ones.
Yeah, I think I'm looking forward to seeing that as a result in the second half. I think I expect Man United to score maybe 2, maybe 3 more goals in this game. I think we look good for at least 2-3 goals in the first half. I can't lie. You know what I mean? I think the Ahmad first chance, had it been slightly more to the left or slightly lower, either way, it would have been a goal. You know what I mean? I think the last chance where he get that pass across the box where he should have take it on from his left foot again. He opted to go back onto his right. I think that is where he gave the keeper time to really focus and prepare to save. Whereas if he had gone with it a second chance on his left, I think it might have been that shot that scores. But 1-0. I think United did pretty well in terms of creating and spreading the attack. I think we was very, very good in finding each other in the attacking third. And I hope for more of that in the second half, to be honest.
Yeah, why not? As long as we win comfortably, I'll certainly be looking at this new management structure as maybe something that could potentially get us more higher in the table. Because right now, yes, we are battling for top four and we want to get Champions League and all of that. We could probably get Champions League with fifth place. Judging by the way the English teams are doing in Europe, but because we're playing one game a week, because we're knocked out of all the competitions, because every game technically is like a cup final for us, I just want the team to go out and bitch slap every single team we face from now to the end of the season. So by next season, we've secured a few things: Champions League money and potentially a belief that on our day we can sort of push for the title or for whatever, or push the teams in front of us till literally the last game of the season. I want us to carry on pushing and pushing and pushing like we've never pushed before, because at the end of the day, every team that we're facing, they've got other things to worry about. Some teams are going to be worrying about not getting relegated. Some teams are going to be worried about maybe breaking into the top 10, and some teams are going to be worried about breaking into the top 8 and getting into the European places, and some teams are going to be worried about the actually lifting the title, and I feel like that's what we should be focusing on, pushing those teams to actually be better than they are in the league and not let them just walk to the trophy. Because at the end of the day, we're out of everything. So we might as well start pushing these teams to get more points than they probably wanted to, rather than making the league easy for them. Like, in a sense of, let's say we played before Arsenal, as an example. I know this time around Arsenal played before us, but let's just say, as an example, we're playing first. Once they see that we've won, you know, maybe they have to think in their head, let's go out and win, rather than how it was before, where a whole load of rivals will drop points and then they think, oh, well, we ain't got to win this week, so we can drop points too. Yeah. We have got to keep the winning going, so all the people around us are saying, Man United haven't stopped losing, you know. Man United haven't stopped losing, you know. Man United are not drawing games no more. Man United ain't dropping points no more. And that's just how it needs to be. We just need to carry
100%.
on winning.
100% agree with you there, broski. 100%. Because at the end of the day, we had to maintain that winning mentality, that energy towards victory. And it shouldn't resolve around anyone else's performances. It should always be based on who we have in front of us, and we must get 3 points. You know what I'm saying, bro? Big up to Yasa TV in the building. Shout out to you, bro. Big win for Chelsea yesterday. What a good comeback for you guys. Sure you guys was enjoying that, you know what I mean? But again, you know, today's Man United, and we're looking for the second goal against Fulham. Yeah, hopefully it comes in the next couple of minutes. Oh, buddy, you know, tell me, like, who is so far your man of the match now? Which performance really, you know, giving you that you was impressing you today so far from which player on Man United?
Probably Ahmad for me. I mean, for me, he's probably been the most impressive player in the first half. I felt like on multiple occasions he had Robinson on toast. There's a few times when he got past him and he showed him a clean pair of heels. There's been a few times where I've seen him dribble past him and like he wasn't there. And I think he's actually giving that guy a tough time. And that guy is supposed to be one of the best left backs in the league. He was linked with us a season or two ago. So I would give it to Ahmad on the basis of he's probably been the most exciting player so far. But other than that, you know, as a team, we're generally just doing our job. Like, we're not overly being spectacular as a team, apart from probably a few things that I've seen Ahmad doing. But other than that, yeah, we're just playing okay.
100%, bro. And you know, it looking like we start off the second half more like the first half, a little bit more aggressive. You know, seeing Ahmad getting on the ball a lot, and Dalo, Man United in current possession of the ball right now, looking for an opening to go up the field and hurt Fulham right now. You know, and we're playing very composed. That is one of the things that are very much happy to see over the last couple of games. We're looking a little bit more composed individually on the ball and as a team in so doing.
Oh, well played.
Oh, but Leno, well defended there.
Boomo.
Lovely play from Man United there.
That was good play from Dalo.
Dalo properly well delivered to him there, bro.
That was good play. When he came in inside of the field, it was a good decision. And then obviously, you know, he received the ball back, through ball into Mbumo, very good. And Mbumo, he was trying to go through the legs, it didn't work.
In that moment with the Mbumo there, bro, it's like there you go. It's like there you go through the legs. Or you
Around the
go
keeper.
or you go wrong the defender, the goalkeeper. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of them ones there where it's like he make a choice, it didn't come off, we move.
You see,
You know what I mean?
the thing is, yeah, in that instance, yeah, through the legs from that position is always going to be difficult because of the way the keeper's running out. If the keeper's rooted to his spot, through the legs is one of the most beautiful things because the keeper's so vulnerable. He's not in a position of power, right? So in that instance, you got to be looking to go around the keeper because the keeper is the way he's
Big
rushing out to you. He's not
clearance on the goal line from Martinez there, bro. Sorry to say that, bro. Sorry.
No, that's the action as it stood. That was a very good clearance from Lisha Martinez, who from some section of the fan base in recent weeks he's come under some unnecessary scrutiny, where he's only recently just come back from injury. He's played a handful of 90s. Initially, he was playing like 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, whatnot. Then maybe playing like maybe just under 40 minutes there. Then he played a few 90s. He had a few 90s under his belt. But along the way, there was no other defenders of that sort of caliber playing next to him. I mean, he was playing next to Aiden Heavens and Lenny Euros and players like that. So at the end of the day, you just got a guy who's just come back from his injury, who hasn't played football for well over 6 months. No preseason, no nada. He's come back from a diabolical injury, and we're talking about that he's not good enough to be a Man United player. It's like, I don't understand some of these brothers sometimes. This guy is literally one of our best defenders. He's one of our leaders. He's a leader without the armband.
Well saved. Hold on. Defense still on. Breathe again, bro. Good free kick from Harry Wilson there. Very good free kick from Harry Wilson into the
And
danger area.
this is why I say we need to wrap up this game because Fulham are now having their opportunities. Fulham are now having their opportunities.
Well done there to Lemons to keep that ball. It was real difficult coming over the other loop. It's like, man, I wrap that up and catch that. Man United clear there for the second corner. Wilson is offside there. Goal kick, Man United. But you're right, you know, bro. Man United need to wrap this game up. We need a second.
Because a win is a win, right? But to a certain extent, if we comfortably beat Fulham, it sends a message to opposition as well. Yeah, we need to start sending messages out that we're coming for 3 points. That's what I want to see. So teams week in, week out, no, okay, cool. Maybe they might be thinking in their heads, do you know what? We can afford to lose the Man United game, but we can't afford to go all out and try and beat all these other teams when we know we're not going to beat Man United. So
100%.
I think some of these teams might rethink their strategy in terms of where they're going to drop points. But if they're thinking, nah, let's beat Man United because we can't beat Brentford, nah. We need to change the narrative as a club
100%.
and as a team. Yeah. We don't want these teams to look at the calendar and think, yeah, Man United, that's an easy 3 points. We don't want that no more. So
100%.
we need to actually just beat Fulham beat Fulham. Is it Tottenham next after this, or who's next?
Tottenham is next.
Beat Tottenham, pay them back for the Europa League final, and carry on. I think Everton or West Ham, one of them, we need to beat them as well. And then the guy with the guy can cut his afro off, and we can crown Carrick as the man who
All on the wing. Bumo. Ahmad looking to make the run. Ahmad cuts back. Finds Cunha. Cunha back out to Menu. Menu back to Dalo. Dalo again. And Bumo now. Bruno. Casse. Shaw. Lucha breaks through some space. And Menu all the way over to Ahmad. Good switch up play there, finding some open space. Dalo back to Ahmad, sort of wide, not loose pass there, but Ahmad recollects. Bruno, Ahmad, Bruno, Cunha. Dalo tries a shot blocked. Body's in the way there. Chikwueze, but ball went back for Menu. Cunha now on the wing. Man United looking, asking question. Ball comes into the box, but, blocked, defended away. Fulham tried to clear their lines only as far as Casemiro. Dalo now finds Menu. Menu back to Casemiro. Ball comes through the box. What is Cunha for two? Bang! What a strike! And he's dancing. Big goal! Oh, that's up, bro. I'm going to apologize. Bro, don't see that strike. Don't see it, King.
No, I've seen it. I've seen it. I'm just not saying anything.
Fire. 2-0 Man United. Strike, bro. Well played. Man United.
These, by the way, these are the angles that I was talking about before.
Wonderful finish from Matheus Cunha there. Ball comes through. Kobe Menu finding Casemiro. Casemiro plays that through pass. Cunha in space, always on side, and it's through the roof. No chance for Bert Leno. Man United 2, Fulham 0. And it's looking like the prediction I told you guys. I told you I wasn't worried. And Jack is saying, Yahoo! Again. Jack, what can I say, bro?
That angle was disgusting. That was a disgusting angle to beat the keeper from.
That finish was disgusting. Yo, that finish was disgusting, King. And we are
Brazilian
just
magic.
talking about it. You're just talking about it. Man United needs to kill this game off. We need a second goal, and the goal comes, and who comes up with it? Cunha again. It's the third time in 3 games he's came up with a goal that separates Man United from the opposition again. Will this be the winner? Hopefully, I think Man United has more in the locker to offer. Comfortable, I say. I waited. I'm a good boy. Big up to Jack in the building. Shout out to Jackie. Jackie's like 30 seconds ahead of both of us, Bali. So, he see that goal while we were still talking about it. And I was going through the run of the pass and play. He was already seeing the ball at the back of the net laughing. Big up to Jack. Guys, good performance so far. We need one more. We need one more. Have to say it. We need one more. There's still a lot of time on the clock. 32 minutes. Yeah, we need more. Virgin coming early and say 3-0, bro. Frankie say 4.
The 4 there's a potential for 4. Just due to the fact that we're winning 2-0, they've now started to push forward a bit. And because we're sort of resolute at the back and we're defending with a lot of discipline, when we win the ball and we're able to go forward, that's when the punishments will start happening, because they've got to commit bodies going forward and we haven't got to commit in the same way they've got to commit. But what will happen is when we get the ball and we're going forward, Man United's sprint relay team is back in action, and there will be a gap here or there where we can score goals. So yeah, fantastic goal from Matheus Cunha. I'm very happy for that. We'll see what's going to happen. And we'll also see if Sesko can get a piece of this action as well, because you can't just leave a killer like that on the bench for too long. We're winning, we're 2-0 up. Potentially Freeze coming, and he there's a lot of this half to go. So we need to get this guy warming up into games, because if there is another injury and this guy still ain't playing no football, what will happen is now we got a striker that's out of form that can't come off the bench and do anything. So hopefully he will get a decent size of this game and hopefully get on the score sheet as well.
100%. I mean, we might see him come on in the next 5 to 10 minutes. You never know, you know what I mean? I think maybe Carrick might, give Boomer a rest, or maybe, push Cunha and or something like that. But we'll see what he decides. I think he's been making some good substitutional, good changes in the last 2 games, whether or not, and let's see how it goes. I would certainly have liked Sesko to start this game. I said it before the game began, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I think right now, what the manager doing, he creating a certain amount of competitiveness between the team and the starting lineup for places. And maybe Sesko is one of those guys who really had to hold it. Like, he's a young guy coming to the team. He did come for a big transfer of salary and a big transfer fee, And it's one of those things where, like, although that is the case, we could still bet him into the team and take time with him, because he's a Man United player and a player for the future as well at 22 years old. It's still a time for him to develop and find himself into this Man United team.
Me personally, I'm quite happy with this, because we've also shown that we don't have to force Dorgu to come back while he's still not at his best in terms of his fitness. Because the guy who's been largely sitting on the bench, waiting for his opportunity, has literally roofed one into the top of the net. So that's just to go, and he has been very much in form and not actually playing from the start of games since Carrick took over. So obviously in his first start, he's roofed one into the top of the net. And yeah, so somebody like a Dorgu, he can come back when he's fit and well. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, Fulham. Ooh, unlucky. Fulham. Fulham are pushing to get back into this game, but Man United still looking extremely comfortable at the moment. From a
Yeah,
defensive, that looked offside to me anyway. But from a defensive standpoint, Man United are doing what they need to do.
bro, we didn't look so comfortable defensively in a long fucking time, you know.
Yeah, a long time.
It's wild, bro. It's like a whole transformation. I'm trying to wrap my head around the scene here right now. I don't want to get too
I,
gassed on the whole scene, but it's looking.
I would argue that we did have a lot of injuries at the back because we were largely relying on Lenny Euro and Aiden Heaven, and since we've actually fixed up defensively, we've had two senior pros at the back. Now, whilst initially Mateus de Ligt was our best defender this season, largely Harry Maguire has been injured and Leacher has largely been injured, and Leach has only recently just come back. So it's not like he's been there from the start of the season. So I would imagine that these players have coincided in, and then the fact that we've gone back to a back four now is probably coincided in
free kick to
us
Fulham
not.
there. Yellow card coming out for who? How? What? That look kind of suspect there, boy. Watch. He was always
For
off
Harry.
balance.
Is that for Harry? Who is that for?
For Kase. He was always off balance, bro. He was
Okay.
always a gunning man. He was always a falling man. It had to understand that. I could understand the free kick, but the yellow card, not really. Casemiro probably help him keep his balance for the longest, to be honest.
So so now that he's on his sixth yellow card, what does that mean? Is that a suspension or?
No, Casemiro is not 5 games. Is this he already missed a game for his suspension also?
Okay, so he needs another 4 to get suspended again then.
Yeah, something like that.
This man is dangerous with the free kicks, and this is what I mean about fucking.
He
He
offside.
didn't. He
He
did.
offside. He's supposed to be offside.
They're saying it's a goal.
They're saying it's 2-1, but that guy look real offside there, bro.
The guy who should have been sent off has scored and passed us.
Watch offside. He offside when he shot.
Any chance of VAR intervening here?
It looked like it come off Martinez. He offside in the first play. In the first play before the shot take, he offside. All of them was offside. All 3 of them. Even when Martinez touched it, he was offside, but it's not a touch. Martinez didn't have control. Martinez, it was just come off, he just shut off. But even that next fella, Chukwueze, he's supposed to be offside initially. It's looking like Chukwueze offside, but it's looking like they get the goal. I think Chukwueze was initially offside. Should be offside. I don't understand.
I don't understand why they're messing around for so long.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're taking so long, bro. Like, it's wild.
Don't they have semi-automatic or offsides in there so they can see?
That's what they say when we score against City. You forget semi-auto. They say semi-auto, save you off.
Yeah,
But
but again, the semi-automatic, because they did some fraudulent shit in that City game.
Bro, if they're being honest, Chukwueze is offside, bro. I sure. He look offside. These man them, bro. They're moving mad.
Does it take 10 minutes to look at the fucking thing and just decide? I don't understand.
It's offside. So it's 2-0. Offside, Chukwueze. Telling you, bro, I tell you, I see Chukwueze offside. So anyway you take it, from the ball we hit Martinez, if they rule Chukwueze offside, it all gone.
I'm happy that goal didn't stand because
Facts.
one, we would have been under a certain amount of pressure because they would have been closer to drawing the game than losing the game. And two, that could have put elements of doubts in the players' minds.
100%.
So now they can literally
breathe.
They can go out there and push for the third goal. Just push for the third goal. I think coming from 3-0 down is near enough impossibility. So, yeah, just push for the third goal.
Pick up 10-0. Copy is free. You don't know, bro. What you saying, Bobby?
Yeah, we need to push for the third goal.
You'll get it. Ahmad still had a score today, I feel.
Fulham doing their thing right about now. I don't know if we're having a little rest or what, but we need to start pushing.
They're showing it here. Watch, he whole shoulder lean offside. They didn't give that. They had to give it, bro. You see it?
Mm.
Come on, it's Sessegnon. Who's this dude? Yeah, Sessegnon, come on.
I'm not surprised, right, that Robertson has gone off because Ahmad has been assaulting him all match.
Who's this next soldier? Come on, there, bro. Lopez de Macedo, Kevin Santos. Kevin, he's an attacker. Brazilian dude. That Giovanni, son, no? You ever look like Giovanni dos Santos? You ain't fine, so. You man who know, come on.
Giovanni dos Santos. What wasn't he? He wasn't Brazilian though, was he?
Yeah, he was, but he played for Mexico.
Okay.
Brazilian Mexican.
Okay.
Sure. Does he get it? Yes, he keeps it in play. Cunha. Bruno. Step over Kobe. Ooh! Kobe with the leave alone. Bang! Into the back of the player there. But Luke Shaw keeps it alive. Bruno now looking onto the ball. Plays it back. Oh, Kobe make a man run in with a fake. Yes, like I go and shoot and just stop. Hey, Bruno, killer with them leave alone passes and touches, bro. I know what to say about this brother, bro. You just tell the ball where to go. Man could hate it. Bruno is the baddest on the pitch, right? In a long time, bro. In the 10. Man just know how to create for the team, bro. Ahmad, can he get there? Yes, he does. Sessegnon against Ahmad. Ahmad. Into the box. Is Ahmad. Clearance there. Help coming for Sessegnon. Martinez winning the ball in midfield.
I'm laughing because Ahmad is now terrorizing a new left back.
Oh, Talo, Ahmad. Goal! Cunha. I see what he tried to do there. It would have looked stink. If he didn't get out to go in there, it would have been stink. He tried to just direct it with a loop now to the far corner. But if he had slotted on the ground, I feel like we score for sure too, bro, to be honest.
He keeps creeping over to the right-hand side because I feel like he feels like he's confident there.
Oh, Cunha coming off. Shocking. Actually shocked. Benjamin Sesko comes in for Matthias Cunha. I mean, I didn't expect that substitution, to be fair. I wonder if there's something on the line with Cunha that they're managing his minutes, bro.
I don't know, maybe. But we have to see what the strategy is because I would prefer Cunha to go off than to take off Ahmad.
Casemiro also withdraws. Sesko have a brand new haircut, bro, and I didn't want to say it, but you might see a goal from him today. Ugarte comes in.
Right. So I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing or who's going where, because I'm assuming Sesko is going to play up front. So Mbumo, is he going to the left?
Maybe.
Because I would imagine they're not going to mess around with where Ahmad's playing.
Ahmad is on the left. Ahmad is on the right, so Mbumo going to the left. Exactly that. Oh, Sesko! Goal! Woo! Off the post, bro! First touch of the post. Introduction of the century, bro. On the post, boy. What the fuck? Jeez. Hey.
I wanted this man to come on and show us something.
You come on with some intended, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
New haircut, boy. The man say I come in clean. I'll grow my hair back when I start to score. Oh, you know them ones there. You know, bro. You know Carrick and the old boys getting into your head, bro. In the right way. You used to tell men cut the hair and thing. Bro. Before see Ronaldo had that big season he'd take a haircut. You saw how he bangs with the blonde, and he take a haircut, and all you seen was black hair, and then when he went on again, the bangs, the blonde eyes come back. The old school back in it, bro. The old school talking to these youths now again, bro. Sesko, bro. And he calling for it, Bro, we go score again. Sesko go score today, bro.
That's interesting to see Mbumo on the left. I want to assess how we play from here.
Look for them, Ahmad.
I'm telling you, Ahmad, even though he hasn't scored yet, Ahmad has been consistently a danger.
This season, he level up, bro. How to say it? This season, he take it to the level that everybody was talking about last season. This is the level he had this season, bro. Yeah, he very much affecting games and very much key in good performances. Oh, Casemiro came out because he picked up a knock. He was feeling something.
Okay.
Corner to Fulham.
Well, it's a good thing it's already 2-0 when he's coming off, as opposed to 1-0 coming off, lose Casemiro and then draw the game.
True.
And I still think with what we got on that pitch, we should be able to see this game out comfortably.
Clearance from Man United, punch by Lemons out. Man United, Sesko now. Oh, rise the tackle, referee. Where's the foul?
Hey, that was a foul. That was a foul. That
Both
was a
times.
foul.
I tell you, Satis got it here, bro. He take a nice haircut. He gone down crew, back to young old school. Bro, I see he do this at Leipzig and went on our goal scoring run. Not saying it gonna be the same thing, but now he ain't flicking no hair, which is good. Because it was offside the end. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you see, when you see Man United play a toe off like Garnacho and we can't score against Arsenal, I feel I care about Ben when they say he will shoulder offside.
The guy's offside. I don't know what's to argue about. He's offside. That's not even a debate at this point.
This gonna be 3 games, Prince. If we hold on to this victory, it's gonna be 3 in a row. The second time we've done this in a year. And this man do it in his first 3 games. This is a confidence booster for sure, King. Lots of fans will be talking real greasy right now, bro.
And we should have had a penalty.
And Benjamin Sesko should have scored the post deny him just now. If the goal was an inch wider, he is back at the net.
And Harry Maguire's low header as well. I feel like that is something that in another game that might have been a goal as well. So we're doing all right.
Sure. And Mbumo, back to Bruno. Oh, keep ball, Martinez. Yes, we like that. We like that, Man United. Back over the top for Luke Shaw. Oh, tough, Lukey. I didn't expect you to get that. I know your foot short. You know your foot short. You know what I'm saying? Small thing.
Oh, he's a tall man with short feet. What you said, he's a tall man with short feet.
Who, Luke Shaw? Luke Shaw is 5'10", bro. Real tall man. Where he's an average height guy with short.
Bro, he's 6 foot. He's 6 foot.
Who, Luke Shaw?
Yeah, he's 6 foot.
No way, bro. I plenty taller than Luke Shaw, bro. I see Luke Shaw in real life, bro. I sat up next to him.
Check it, bro. He's 6 foot.
Oh! Well saved there. Well saved there by Lemens. Jimenez was in, just out eluding Maguire. Good crossing from Smith, from the player there. But if he had headed or volleyed, it might not be a goal. But he gave Lemens time. He stepped back and played down. Corner to Fulham. Good save there. Another corner for Fulham off the feet of Sesko. I think it come off a Sesko feet, but we didn't go argue it. They get a corner, small thing. Bruno.
Yeah, the sun is quite funny. I don't know why I thought it was 6 foot.
Yeah, I know. I think I stand up next to here time somewhere it was CM, bro. I think it was last time I went for a preseason game. Yeah, and I was in I was in the upstairs room because I was sitting down upstairs. I was sitting down in one of the padded seats areas. and I went to the Red Cafe, and yeah, he was there with some other people, and he sat up next to me with some other fellas and thing, and I was like, bro, how short this man is to me, bro. You know what I mean? But that wasn't what was surprising. I think it was surprising. He have a long upper torso now, so he leg short.
It could. I don't know if he's the same height from when he broke his leg.
Well saved.
Because he had a double break. Yeah,
how is that a pen?
How
that a pen? There's no pen. Nobody touched Raul Jimenez. Nobody touched Raul Jimenez, bro. How is that a pen? How that is a pen? That ref moving mad. Nobody touch him, bro.
Like, everyone's confused. Wait, hold on. What's this?
Bro, Maguire take the ball. Maguire take the ball. And jump over him. That is not a pen. That is not a pen. He stepped on Maguire. Maguire get the ball.
Yeah, when he jumped up, he stepped on him.
He stepped on Maguire. That's not a pen.
Wait, are they not checking this?
I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Are they not gonna check this first?
They have to check this.
So why is man just placing it on the spot without the check?
Wait, they're saying check? Wait, what? No check?
No, this is a violation. This is a violation. This is a violation.
Come on, man. Save this shit, bro.
Why didn't they have the same energy for the first penalty?
I don't know. Come on, man. Come on. Use it. I don't understand how that's happened to begin with, bro. I lost. The man step on Harry Maguire and get a penalty.
Well, they've been allowed to score, so it is what it is. They've scored now.
We are allowed to stop like that. He stopped about 3 times. He never kept up no momentum, bro. He kept stopping. He stopped. I think that is that should be a fraudulent runner penalty taken. That's right.
It is what it is. Obviously now they've scored. Yeah, it's a slightly more uncomfortable than it should have been. But we have 1 goal buffer.
Mazzarri comes in for Dallo. Bassi comes in for Quensa.
And to me, this is like where we're at now in the 85th minute. It's not something you want to see, especially with the substitutions that they're making now. They're bringing on this beast. Like, you want to be comfortable when they're bringing him on, but yeah, it is what it is. They've taken off. And then in hindsight, you think, okay, have we got anything more from the bench that we could bring on to help with this game? But yeah, we've played our hand, and that is...
We have Xerxes to come in still, bro. I mean, we have thing on the bench, man.
Well...
I don't know how that's a penalty, bro. I still lost, bro. Like, Harry Maguire and him tackle the man, bro. It's wild.
I mean, they could have showed that thing from more angles as well, but I think sometimes when they want to rub you, they just want to quickly just move on. If it's a penalty, Again, show the people at home why that's a penalty.
Fuck.
Now, do you get what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Make it so that you're doing your due diligence, not that the referee awards a penalty and you just put the ball on the spot and you take the penalty as quick as. Can't we at least see if that's a penalty or not? Like, the players did protest. It's not like the players wanted to just move on. You give a man a yellow card, the man's arguing as to how, like, and you just cool, take the penalty, done, go, move on. Is that it?
Exactly. Clearance upfield. And Man United eases the pressure there.
We just need to keep going.
And just play.
I feel like the players have, I don't know, maybe they've retreated into their shell a little bit after that goal. Yeah.
Defended there.
Well played, guys. Let's get the
Well
ball
played,
out.
Sesko. Well hustled there from Benjamin Sesk. Leave the pressure off the team there without turn and winning that throw in there. Got it over the top there for Brian and Bumo. Castagne tries to head it back, or it gets through to Leno. Dropped out to the centre back.
It wasn't necessarily a bad idea to try and play towards Mbumo. I just think the accuracy of the pass weren't the greatest.
How was that a throw in? But wait, how was that a throw in for Man United, bro? 9 minutes on the clock they give the wicked boy. Wicked boy. 9 minutes. 9 fucking minutes. You mother. 9 in on King.
I think Carrick needs to decide what he wants to do. Does he want to go for the jugular, or does he want to sit back and camp? He has to kind of decide. But if you do the halfway house thing, I think that kind of emboldens Fulham. I don't think Fulham should be this confident going into the last 9 minutes of the game, but it is what it is.
What? That man, it's an equalizer there, you know, bro. That Kevin dude now score a fucking equalizer there, bro.
Yeah, I just see the goal. Top bins sliding into the corner. We draw in with so many minutes to go. And this is what I mean about comfortably beating a team.
Bro, that penalty too. That penalty, bro, that penalty cut that game momentum that kind of way, bro.
Yeah, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I think for me, this is like I said, like I'm not looking at the Arsenals and the Man Cities. I'm looking at what we do against teams like this, especially at home. I was hoping that we would keep the momentum of the 2 wins against teams that, you know, they're easy. It's easy to get up for those games. It's the games like this that are harder to get up for because these teams are dangerous and it's not a big name. It's basically like a high risk, low reward type of situation where, fair enough, if we go out and beat Chelsea, we beat Man City, we beat Arsenal. Yeah, that's a high risk, high rewards type of game. We're gonna get all the praise and the adulation, and we can celebrate it for a whole week. We beat Fulham. We'll be happy about it for one day, and then we'll have to forget about it and move on. And
Bro, we
those are
had to
the
score
type of
that winning
teams that
goal
we
now, bro.
struggle against.
Winning goal coming now. Winning goal had to come now, bro. We had to score a winning goal. All I'm at, all that. Just score a winning goal, bro.
And the
Come on, man.
funniest thing about this game is I don't think Fulham's done enough to be on the same level as us, but that's
Come
the way
on.
the game's
Come
going.
on. Oh!
What?
Oh, yes, boy! Yes! Yeah!
Sesko!
Boom!
Yes, Michael fucking Carrick. Yes.
Bro, at home, boy. Boy, at home, boy. That goal for Sesko, they big. Big. Back. This season here, killer. Killer. Came back home. My dog score. Yeah. Guys, are they?
Yes.
Fulham done they. Watch their faces. They're done. Bruno, boy. Boy, man, them is disrespect you too much, boy. Man,
We almost
disrespect
got
for
robbed.
Bruno is, bro,
We
watch out that
almost
Bruno
got
now,
robbed.
bro. Watch out that pass from Bruno now, boy. Watch out that pass from Bruno now, boy.
What a goal. 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 Big up Sesko with that top bins.
Top
Big up
bins. He said, you
Sesko.
could play top bins. I could play top bins too.
Used the defender to curl it round him to find the top bins. That's beautiful.
See what that goal mean to them men right now, bro. Oh,
That's
bro.
beautiful. That is beautiful.
Man on the
That is
bench was
beautiful.
coasting. No? The three men who had the first half pumping, Dalo, Kase, and Cunha on the bench was coasting when that second goal went in. Now they're back. It's like, yeah, okay. Brother.
Do you know what? Whatever happens now, I'll take this because we've gone out, we've scored another 3 goals. We've showed the type of attacking intent that deserves to win games. And
Then Euro
now,
comes into the game now.
yeah, because now Carrick's got a sharp shot.
Yeah, sharp up.
He,
I watch
yeah,
what up, boy? He had stick right now and over.
he's got a sharp shot. 2 minutes to go. You might as well.
2 minutes, bro, is what? Oh, yeah, bro, 3.
2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, shut the shot. Why not?
What's left to be added on, man? Still talking about left to be added on, yes?
That was a phenomenal goal.
Bro.
That Fulham scored, by the way. So that kind of, I'm glad, yeah, that they didn't see that and let their heads drop. And then obviously the goal from Sesko was because when the ball came to him, his first touch took the ball behind him, and then he sort of turned to use the defender, curled the ball around the keeper, which actually gave the keeper no chance. It was a fantastic goal. So yeah, we definitely do deserve the victory. We deserve it. So we just got to hold on. We just got to hold on.
Bro, I wouldn't lie to tell you, bro. I just glad my dog scored. Mean lying to tell you. I want this brother to get into his monster mentality where he started to play that free type of football he was playing when he was at Leipzig, scoring goals for fun. Yeah. Because he's a man who has real ability. And you see, when he's confident and he's shooting from outside, King, it could be a next element to United dynamism in attack, bro. A long ranger from Cesc. Well tackled there, bro. Well tackled there. Well won back. Now Ahmad, take him to the run. Take him to the byline. Take him down to the line. Boom. Drag him.
He used his body weight on him. He used his body weight.
Yeah,
Ahmad should have known that's what was coming next. If you're not gonna burst past him, then you got to think about getting rid of that ball because the body's coming next.
Well blocked there by Martinez.
Yeah, like I don't think. Yeah, going back to what I was saying before, I don't think he's actually got the respect that he deserves. Licha Martinez, this guy's bloody solid player.
Throw into Fulham in the corner flag. Old Man United respond. Clearance from Bruno Fernandes, just enough to give United some respite. Well tackled there from Kobe. Kevin there, but the ball comes back. Blocked back again. Kearney. United. Luke Shaw lets it go out for a goal kick. And United calmed the pressure down. Well played there. Very good defensively. We did concede 2 goals today, but the second one, top bins can't really deny that strike. But the penalty, very questionable. Very questionable, I have to say, bro. Very questionable. But the second goal from Kevin, top bins. Good strike. All our goals was good goals, bro. Good header from Cassie. Wonderful strike by Cunha. Another brilliant strike from Sesko. And in the 3 games, he's had a substitute score for him each time. Carrick. Wild, eh?
Yeah. Because I think before this, apparently we were like near the relegation zone in terms of substitutes making impacts on games. So remember before, this is why the previous manager didn't really want to make subs, because every time he made subs, we end up in a diabolical position because none of our subs were actually impacting games off the bench. So now Carrick's actually got people cooking when they come off the bench. It's a beautiful thing to see.
What is that? Man, no hit Kobe hit Amara elbow to face there, bro. You got to look into snake, man. They couple with the do Amara, quick.
I mean, how many more minutes does this ref want to add on to this game? Like,
I don't know.
We've already played them 9 minutes.
You already played 9, bro. It's already 10 minutes on the clock plus. 11 minutes plus, bro, going. Clearance from Martinez there.
Fuck this ref, bruv. He's trying to fucking get Fulham back into this game.
Martinez saying not today, bro. Yeah, bro. He's saying to them, bro. Saying to the man that make it, just play me in there, bro. To clear it. Ahmad would let Ahmad loose. Bro, how this is not call off yet? 12 minutes we play, bro.
How the fuck are Fulham so confident that the ref ain't blowing the whistle that they could play the ball back to the keeper?
Yeah, 3-2, big win, 2 minutes, bro. 3 minutes over. We played 12 minutes and 15 seconds of extra time, fellas. Big win, third in a row for Michael Carrick. We scored 3 again. Big winning goal from Benjamin Sesko. I did think he would score today. You know, I was shocked Ahmad didn't get himself on the score sheet, but another very key performance from Ahmad today. Oh my goodness. Matthias Cunha's goal was very tasty, guys. I have to say, it looked delicious. You know what I mean? This guy is certainly starting to show what Bali Tech has been talking about before he came here in the summer. It's looking long for me, folks. It's looking long, but I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. You know what I mean? Wow, another win, and we're rolling into third. We're in fourth place. I mean, getting over the top excited. We're talking about third. We're in fourth, fellas. 41 points. Man United sit in fourth. The table doesn't lie. You know what I mean? The table doesn't lie, folks.
See things like this now. Obviously Villa it's looking like Villa are going to drop points today against Brentford. So we want to be looking at where Villa's sitting, and we want to be pushing towards Villa. Once we get past Villa, we want to start looking at Man City. And if we, or City or Arsenal, maybe we could do some disruption there. And if we can get past them, then regardless of wherever we end up finishing within that sort of area, then at least we done the best that we could. And that's what I'm talking about. Just focus on winning your games so that when your rivals around you drop points, we're there to capitalize. Whereas before, many opportunities to capitalize on drop points, but what we was doing and what the other teams in the league was doing was we were fighting to stay in the same area of the field. So Villa has lost 1-0. Happy days. Obviously, Unai Emery is probably pissed, but Carrick has gained his 3 points. And we just carry on because Liverpool won, Chelsea won. So that pack, that underlying pack, they're putting in some work to push towards that area of the field. And as long as Chelsea and Liverpool keep winning, we gotta keep winning too. We can't just watch these brothers win and forget that we've got jobs to do. So thank God we won today. Thank God we got the 3 points. Now we have to start looking. We can't even, I'm happy about this victory, but now we've got to start focusing on Tottenham, because now Tottenham is a potential banana skin, and we just need to beat Tottenham. There's no excuses. We need to beat them.
Currently, as you can see, the table to your left reads Arsenal, top of the league after 24 games, 53 points. Currently, Man City, 46 points, 5 points ahead of Man United, tied on points with Aston Villa, better goal difference. Though Man United closed the gap between second and third dramatically, only 5 points behind. As you say, Villa has dropped points today, which means in the next game, Man United facing Spurs win, Man United winning, Villa losing means that we will be within a point or 2 points of Villa, which is just a game, and Villa would be our third game after we play Spurs. It could get very interesting. That could be the day Man United overtakes Villa. Might be interesting. 41 points, 1 point above Chelsea, 2 points above Liverpool. This takes us to 5 points clear of Brentford in 7th place. Fulham drops down to 8th on 34 points, tied with Everton, who just rose above Newcastle, who falls into 10th. It's interesting, guys. The league is very competitive this season. Not a lot of points separating top 4 from top 8. It's just a matter of 3 to 2 to 1 point, depending on where you are in the current table from 1 through 8. And of course, Arsenal atop the league, certainly there. 12 points. 12 points. Atop the chasing pack, 6 points. 9 points ahead of 9 points, 7 points ahead of Man City and Villa. You know what I mean? 12 points ahead of Man United. Interesting as we go into the last 14 games of this season 25-26, guys. You know what I mean? I would have to say to you folks that it could get very interesting. It can go down to the wire. Arsenal is a team that we've known for many a time to drop points in February. It is the 1st of February. What will the results be? Will they see that drop in points? Will Man City also drop points? They also have some interesting matches coming up. Aston Villa dropping points today, losing 1-0. And then they have Man United coming on the horizon. Man United doing the big business after leading 2-0 for the entire game. Suffered a penalty and a worldie for an equalizer from Kevin. But big Benny Sesko comes in with the winner. Guys, I can't tell you how excited I am. Great result. Exactly. Irish Pateria is one of those results that says, we did have a strong performance, very good defensively. Of course, you can't say we did, lack some concentration towards the end. Fulham gaining confidence, not something you want to see. But I mean to say, guys, we did hold strong, hold firm, and find ourselves with 3 points. And we always looked like we had a goal in us, to be fair, guys. That was that period of a 10-minute period where Fulham certainly, got their hands or grip into the game. Yeah, I mean, not the best, but I would say overall, Man United really had a good performance today. A strong performance, to be fair. I think the result is more than deserved. We should have probably won this game 4 or 5-2. We should have had a penalty. And of course, Quensa should have been sent off in the first 5 minutes of the game for his foul on Mbrumo. Was reckless, more or less rash. And it wasn't, and the referee did not do his job, I think. But what can we see? 3 points. You'll see what? PL champs. Why not? Bali, I'd leave that one for you, bro, because I'm staying away from that right now, bro. I'm not thinking about that one. I'm thinking, unless we see Arsenal drop 9 points, we're looking to secure ourselves in 4th. I think that's a good season for us.
I think that's a good season for the previous manager, because he was trying to implement a system without having the correct players at his disposal. However, for a manager that plays a back 4, where largely, for the most part, most of our players are more suited to play in the back 4 system, as it were. Also, that coincides with a few players coming back from injury. As soon as the new manager has come in, I feel as though the fact that we're out of all the competitions, that we should actually, I'm not saying we should win the league, but we should actually be pushing to fight for it, because we haven't got nothing else. Every game is like a cup final. We took Brentford's best player. We took Wolves' best player. These are guys that scored plenty of goals in the league. Between them, I think it's near enough 40 goals between the 2 players added into our team, right? Experienced players, experienced Premier League attackers. We took a killer from Germany who averagely scores like 20 plus goals a season in Germany. And whilst the translation from the Bundesliga to the Premier League is not necessarily the same, he is a competent striker, even though he's young. So I think we should be pushing for this. I think we should be pushing. Push whoever is in front of us as close as we can, and we see where we are. I don't buy into the whole, oh yeah, we should just play towards 4th, and no. Like if we push hard and end up in 4th, I'll take it. But if we have several opportunities to be pushing for third and second and so on and so forth, and we're not taking it, I'll be disappointed because we ain't got nothing else to play for.
100. I
So
can't disagree there, bro.
as far as the season is concerned, in everything else, the season is done. We've only got the league. Only got the league. All these guys are going to start playing. They're already playing in European competitions. So they're distracted by all the extra cup games and everything else that's going on around them. So yeah, we ain't got no excuse but to try and push for this league or to try and push as high as possible. And the way Bruno done that turn and the way Sesko banged that goal into the top bins to win the game, that is going to give these guys confidence to carry on the winning run, and long may that continue.
100%. And honestly, to say it like this, guys, we've been seeing this kind of performance coming, and in every game, or in the last 3 games, if you look at it, we've had a decent season, fellas. Not decent, and I would say decent, but in the last couple of games, our performance levels went up levels. And this is something we cannot ignore. We've seen improvements in many different players. We've seen consistent performance from many players who were inconsistent largely with the last in the last 2 seasons. Not just with Amorim, but with Ten Hag. And while we still, I keep saying this, while they might have still players to be moved on, it is good to see improved performances with consistency under a manager who nobody really expects to be performing at this level. And with Man United, we have high expectations. Of course, I will always try to remain I'm super positive, but try to remain realistic with the fact that I think maintaining top 4 is good for us this season based on last season, based on all things that occurred this season as well, with us having to change manager 3 games ago, as well, having an interim before Carrick for 2 games, and I'm moving on. And I think, if this manager is to continue winning, our next win against Spurs could kind of put Man United into a kind of motion like a train. We might just be on a roll. And if 4 wins turn into 10, it could get very interesting because that would be 30 unanswered points. And I'm not too sure if the teams above us will maintain consistent winning. I mean, it's Arsenal and Man City, but they have dropped points largely to them to competing against each other, and as well as 1 or 2 bogey teams that they have. And of course, we know Arsenal has to face Tottenham coming up. Man City has Liverpool. Aston Villa has both teams coming up as well. So there are instances and opportunities where these teams can still drop points and Man United can gain a foothold. Now, trying to win the league this season, I hear it. But let's see after the next 5 games where we land, because this is a difficult run for all teams. And, maybe I'll just put this up there and so we all can have a kind of understanding on what it might look like, because realistically, if we look at it from the next 5 games for each team, let me say, let's pull up Man City. You know what I mean? Let's see the next 5 teams for all the teams above us, because I think this makes it very interesting. Let's check out Arsenal, because we all want to know what's going on with Arsenal. Arsenal next couple of games will be very interesting. We've seen that they destroyed Leeds, but that was bound to happen as well. This thing. I think I clicked the wrong thing in it, bro. Hold on. Normally, it's easy to click on the team and find when you get them, Arsenal next 5 matches will be very interesting. And this is why I say to everybody, it will be very interesting to see how they go, because their next 5 matches this month includes Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, and Crystal Palace, of course. Wait just now.
So Fulham, I mean, it's a derby. It's a London derby. That could be a potential dropping of the points, because even though we were, for the large parts of the game, we were quite comfortable, I think they did a good job in making the game more uncomfortable towards the end of the match. So even though I don't really feel like they deserved the penalty, they done their thing.
I mean, it's interesting. I don't know. Sometimes this website shit not working well enough, bro. Like, it's be doing some madness sometimes, bro. Like, it's saying no matches. All right, so the next games is Sunderland, Brentford, and Spurs. So in their next 3 games, you know what I mean, they could struggle against Brentford. It's not likely, but Spurs is you know, that North London derby. It might get interesting to see what the results say in those games. In that game, you know, maybe they drop points there. If we look at March, they also have. Oh man, this shit. You see the same thing I see in here? This shit not changing, bro. I don't know why you're doing this shit. You know
What
what I mean?
website are you using?
PremierLeague.com, bro. So look, when I changed to May, it not changing June, no matches. Fulham, Burnley, Arsenal. But keep changing it, like, you know, see it moving mad. Moving kind of mad. They did beat Leeds. But the next 3 games will be interesting, and the games after that, they have Chelsea. Look at now working properly. They have Chelsea, Brighton, Everton, and Wolves. Now, Chelsea, I would say Brighton and Everton would be an interesting week, interesting 3 games back to back for Arsenal. This is where I think we will see if they win those 3 games, they probably will go on to win the league. If they drop points to Chelsea and maybe Brighton, it could be long for Arsenal in this title chase. And
but you know they could drop like a couple of points here or there through this month, next month, the month after, and it could still result in the same thing, not winning the league.
100%.
They only need to drop a couple of points every month or so, and as long as the teams behind them still keep winning, you know. Me personally, I can't see them winning the league unless they step up in their quality. Like Leeds, they beat Leeds, but historically, you know, they beat Leeds comfortably most of the time. And I think they just done what they've done to a lot of teams, which is they beat them on the set plays. Like, not every team you're gonna beat with that stuff. Sometimes you're gonna try a set play, it's not gonna come off, and then or maybe you've only got 1 or 2 set plays goals in you. But if the opposition score 2 goals and you've only got 2 set play goals in you, then that's it, because you ain't scoring from open play, really. Do you know what I mean? So that's where the points are gonna get dropped, because of the over reliance on a party trick. You know.
Yeah, if you look at this interesting situation going on here with Man City, bro. Man City game today is against Spurs. Of course, you know, maybe we'll reconvene and do a little bit of a watch for that in half an hour. I think that game, no, that game it's live in 10 minutes.
That'll be a test for City, because if City win that game, remember, City historically, especially in recent years, Spurs has been their bogey team. That's when Spurs usually come alive, when they're facing City. So if Man City beat Spurs comfortably, what does that tell you? That tells you that they're genuinely fighting for this title. That tells you that they've clicked and they're coming into gear. And I think their form is only been recently better, because of the signing of Mark Gahey. Mark Gahey is playing at the back like he's been playing there for years. And that was his first game in the last game that just went.
You know what's interesting though?
Semenyo is scoring for them. He's scored his third goal for them in as many games. So, yeah, these men are doing their thing.
I mean, it will be interesting to see what happens, but, you know, I'm looking more like, you know, they do have a test against Spurs. I'm hoping that Spurs will peg them back, maybe hold them to a draw. You know, they have Liverpool next week. I'm hoping for Liverpool and Man City to draw again next week. And I'm hoping Fulham probably beat them, to be honest. And then after that, they have Newcastle and Leeds away. I'm hoping that at least out of the next 5, we see 2 draws and maybe a loss. That's just me. You know what I mean? I think that takes that drops City about, you know, 7 points. Gives Man United 3 games to gain 3 points on them. You know what I mean? Which will put us within a game of City. And of course, City will still have Arsenal to play. You never know. It could see Man United leapfrogging City as well. I mean, it gets interesting because, you know, in the following week, after this 5 games, they have back-to-back games with Chelsea, Arsenal, and of course Aston Villa. So it will be interesting to see what happened with the citizens over the next 10 games. And like I keep saying, Man United, just like we all say, we just need to win the games in front of us. As long as we could win the games in front of us, it makes it very interesting, and it keeps our position ever changing and ever moving forward, because realistically, we're not competing for the league, but we just win it. But we are competing every team that we play against, 1 game at a time. I think it might mean the same thing as possibly trying to shoot the moon and win the league this season coming from behind. But in reality, you know what I mean? Where we at is we take games 1 game at a time, and we do our best to get as much points as possible.
Do you remember when Ollie went on a run of winning games, and then they gave him the contract and they turned him into the manager, and then towards that run after the contract, he wasn't playing so well as coach? I don't want us to say that we're looking for a manager, you're interim. Let's say my man cuts his hair now, and then we're like, yeah, new contract for Carrick, and then the players just drop off. Like, even if you're going to give it to him, give it to him on after the last game of the season, so that whatever the players are doing now is not influenced by who the manager's going to be next season. You lot need to carry on fighting the way you've been fighting, and let's not change anything. Just carry on taking it game by game, win, and then if you can win pretty much now towards the end of the season, let's see where we are. If we can sneak this title, I'd be excited. I'd be excited because, like, the revenue streams, Man United winning the league, fair enough, we didn't win the Champions League, but we've shown on many occasions that we only have to win 1 trophy to out-earn everybody around us, including our European rivals. So we can't say we never earned a shitload of money this year if we're able to win the league. We can't say that in the summer that's just about to come, that obviously we're losing Casemiro. So the fact that we've won the league, that has to turn the likes of Elliot Anderson or the other fella at Palace or whoever, Baleba, they all have to look at Man United in a different light. They can't just be like, yeah, well, we don't know if we're going there. We don't know if we want to place our career in their hands. Yes, Man United is back. Sign me up. Yeah. The dynasty is back. Yeah, the Reds are winning again. that shirt is going to look good on me next season. If I sign for this club, my followers are going to go through the roof. We're going to push for titles from now on. We're going to be in Europe from now on. Where do I sign? Where do I sign? We've got the new Fergie. We've got the new Fergie that's about to sign a new deal. Yeah. Where do I sign? Players from abroad, from Barcelona and wherever, Real Madrid, all these guys that need new clubs are going to be telling their agent, Manchester United is back. Where do I sign? They're going to get their agents are going to be calling the club saying, listen, we know you've got 500 million to spend. We need to come over there. Yeah. Because Manchester United is back. Yeah. We're going to be in demand again. So this is an opportunity. Yeah. That's why I'm not trying to hear, oh yeah, let's just try and finish in fourth. Fuck that. Let's try and push for this title because we ain't got shit else to do. Our rivals are arguing amongst themselves. Let them argue while we just creep up the table slowly but surely. And then within 5 games of the season, I want to be there or thereabouts to continue with the pressure. And if we win, then I couldn't have asked for anything more in my wildest dreams that we have won a first Prem since Ferguson has left this club. And I hope that we actually win a title before that man dies. That we show that, you know, all of the years where we was trying to figure out how to fix the club, that it weren't all in vain, you know, because we've gone from trying to be shirt sellers to oh yeah, okay, we don't really care about competing, let's just get top 4, to oh okay, well, we didn't get into the Champions League this year, so now we're going to throw a bag of money at the problem and sign a whole load of shirt sellers and then see what we're going to do then. So it's like, at least with no competitions and just the league to play for, at least fight for that league, because that Arsenal team is shit. That Arsenal team is
but
fucking
they are
shit,
top
bro.
the league by 12
They're
points, bro.
they're
And I mean,
on top, but they're shit.
To put now to fight. I mean, you gotta hope for some good results to favor us. So in that regards, yeah, I hear that. We could definitely try and you know, if we win the games in front of us, bro, like, realistically, that means that we keep winning. Next year, we're on 10 wins. That is 30 points. We 30 points closer. We don't know if Arsenal may have dropped 6 points or 9 points in between. City might have dropped 7 points. And we in the mix in the last 5 games.
I hope they go to the Champions League final. I hope they are so distracted that by the time they're in that final, we're already celebrating that we've won that title. Like, I hope they lose the Champions League final after. Like, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that all these other teams, they fight, and then they don't see Man United coming. And when we win that title, when we lift it, the free for all of all the agents that want to bring their best players to Manchester United, I hope we got the pick of the bunch after the fact. That's what I hope.
Big up to you guys coming in today. It's been a wonderful game for Man United. I would say we had some 2 stuttering moments late after the 80th minute where we allowed Fulham to come back into the game with a lot of help from the referee, of course. But Man United stood strong. Benjamin Sesko with another big goal. Of course, Cunha, beautiful goal as well. Interesting, big opening performance from Casemiro. Of course, guys, you know, there's going to be lots of interesting things to come. We have some more dynamics reports coming through. Stay tuned for the FIFA series, which will be coming live to each and every one of you from the Elite Footy Talks channel, guys. Don't forget about that. Of course, there's going to be, you know, the playoff competition and games coming up next month. Of course, guys, Man United moves into 4th on the table. Like I told everyone, Fulham, done. Arsenal, done. City, done. Spurs, your next bitches. We're coming. Have a good evening, everyone. and I'll see you again tomorrow. Big up to Bali Tech and everyone joining. Don't forget to smash a like and subscribe. Road to 2K. Let's get there, folks. I need your help.
So you're not doing a Man City stream.
I had to check and see, bro, because I had to run out the road and come back. So that's what I was going to say half an hour now, but I'll check and see and I'll let you know and I'll message you.
All right, cool.
Big up.